Anytime somebody fucking describes something to me by telling me the word that I'm asking the definition of back to me, like, oh, what does this mean? Oh, it means the exact same thing that you just asked.
That's kind of bussin'. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything, everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host.
Bussin'.
James. I call him James. Other people call him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Things lot bussin' happen.
That's so bussin'.
So...
Where did you hear that from?
It's like on like TikToks and shit. It just pops in and everything. It's like I don't know. It's like the whole sheesh thing. It's like what is it? What does it mean?
It just means
you're just making a noise.
That didn't make any sense.
You're just using a word and then like manipulating how it ends and changing it. Like bussin'. Do you mean bussing?
What do you mean bussing? Is bussing a real word?
Yeah, busting.
Oh, busting?
No, wait, hold on, not busting. Busting, I think, is the term for when homeless people are like, like bussing, but it's like, I think it has a team there.
No, I don't.
Maybe?
I don't know.
It's a term for like when homeless people are like panhandling, like, can I get some word? Like, can I get some like change or something? They're like performing, they're bussing.
That's kind of bussin'. All right, Jay, let's get into our first topic. You know what really is bussin'? Markiplier's Resident Evil 8 playthrough. Boy, howdy, do I love that playthrough. That's probably one of my favorite playthroughs he's done so far. Cause he's completely incompetent, like in every single episode.
It's like watching James play it, and every time he's like, I can't sell my gun. I can't sell my gun.
It's like when you see James try to do. It's like when you do anything.
Oh my god.
No, so basically, I don't know what happened. I saw one comment that perfectly
I love that these professional YouTubers who have been playing games for like 10 plus years don't understand game mechanics.
They have no idea what to
understand. They played the last Resident Evil.
Yes, that was confusing.
They know how the inventory system works, yet they don't.
But I gotta say, man, it's kind of bussin'.
Also, you don't need to have your knife equipped for any reason at all, to be fully honest, because you can still walk up to the box and just click A and it automatically uses your knife. You don't even have to have it equipped in like your hot spaces. Get it out of there. Get it off to a corner of your inventory.
But what I wanted is, I saw a comment that perfectly symbolizes my feelings toward a Markiplier's Resident Evil 8 playthrough, and it's that I don't understand what happened. The comment was saying this. I don't understand what happened between Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. But in Resident Evil 7, Markiplier was doing just fine. But all of a sudden, in Resident Evil 8, he's just become he's become the boomer when you play games. Because not only does he sell his sniper rifle, which is like the second most powerful gun.
I remember you told me about that, and I was so confused.
Not only did that happen, and like not funny.
Does he sell the Magnum? Are you gonna tell me he sells the Magnum or the grenade launcher?
He doesn't sell the Magnum. But he does something that's pretty bad with the Magnum, but it's not selling it. So no, first he no shit, he ends up with like 40 rounds of sniper ammo, like at the end of one of his episodes, because he just doesn't have the sniper.
Why does he sell it at least? Does he buy it?
No, he just keeps it in his inventory.
It's like James, who keeps all of his guns, and it's like, I'm running out of inventory space. When are they going to give me more inventory space?
I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of Mark complaining that Resident Evil 8 is bullshit when he's not playing when he himself is making it much harder for him.
It's
like the whole point of him picking easy was because he didn't want to deal with all the bullshit, like high health enemies, right?
He's playing
but then he sells the weapons that make it easy, so he's just playing it on hard mode anyway. So and I find that so funny. So there's this one part of the game where you basically walk into the nest of all the lichens, right? And you have to fight like hordes of them, like a bunch of them at one time.
Are you talking about the beginning of the game, or
no? It's near the middle.
basically. Oh, okay, I was about to say
Near
or
the
the
middle
middle.
or the toward middle end. It's
Like
where
when you're. Is that when you're fighting Heisen? Like right before, like
it's when
you
you're
enter
getting the
Heisenberg's
flask
place?
from Heisenberg.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting right before you go into Heisenberg's area. There's
Like
this area
Krampus,
where
like,
you head into
right
the
before
nest.
that fight.
You head into the nest, and there's like 20. Mhm. There's like 20. There's like 20 lichens in a room, and you have to kill them. And like the weapon to use is the grenade launcher, right? Or at least some bombs. And you know what Mark does? He doesn't use his grenade launcher at all. And he didn't run out of ammo. He had like 7 grenade launcher rounds. He didn't use a single one of them in that encounter. Not only that,
Did he miss every shot with the Magnum?
no, he did use the Magnum. Well, first he used
What
like
did he use the Magnum on?
He used half of the Magnum rounds on the cannibal mini boss, the one that you find in the slaughterhouse. The one that's
Okay.
like killing the corpses and stuff. He used like
Sure.
a few rounds on that one, and then he used the rest of them on the werewolf boss. I forgot his name.
Oh, the Krampus.
The one with the big Krampus, the one with the big beard, big white beard.
It's not his name, but it's like the just.
It's like
generally
Uriel,
accepted.
Uriel or something. Uriel. Something like that.
Wario.
No, not Wario. Uriel. Anyway, though, so yeah, he gets, and then like the funny thing is, right after he finishes that encounter, he looks in his inventory. He's like, God, I wish I had my grenade launcher. And then he like sees his grenade launcher in his inventory, and he's like, I had it the entire time. Because for a second, I was confused why he wasn't using it at first. Because I was like, oh shit, did he like sell the grenade launcher? I was like, why would he do that? But then like he like goes into his inventory, and I see it like multiple times as he goes into his inventory to craft like more first aid green juice, right? And I'm like, why isn't he using it?
Goes through so much, and
I was so confused. I was like,
easy?
why is he just not use? And he's not using the bombs either. He has bombs and he has the grenade launcher, and he doesn't.
Right,
doesn't
you
use
get
them.
like mines, you get TNT.
Yeah, you get mines, you get the
stuff.
pipe bombs, and then he just doesn't use any of it. I'm like, why though? And he's like,
I
and like
remember
the
seeing
entire
that-
fight, he's so like he's getting pissed off because he keeps dying, right, in this
Right.
encounter. So he's like, God, I wish I had my grenade launcher. I'm like, but you do have your grenade launcher. It's right there. You see it multiple times when you go and craft your first aid little thingamajig. He's like, I run out of ammo. He crafts ammo, and it's right in his inventory.
Jerk.
It's so funny. Also, I don't know if this bothers anyone, but I think it's hilarious that Mark refuses to use his shotgun against like normal enemies or other enemies at all. And he
Does
always
he not use it at all?
well, in the first few parts he doesn't, but in that encounter he had to use
Right,
his
but
shotgun.
like right now.
Right now, I think he's still, because he's like super, I don't know why, but he's super focused on using his knife instead of ammo. And the thing about Resident Evil 8,
Easy.
he is playing easy, but even on easy, you're not supposed to use the knife. The knife is kind of like a last resort type of thing. Where it's
I
like
mean,
if
in
you're
all
completely
fairness,
out of ammo,
James
then you-
played on hardcore and like it was an MVP with the knife.
Yes, but Mark is not an MVP with the knife. And like he keeps using the knife instead of his ammo or any of the guns. So it takes forever for him to get through any areas. And also, he's like complaining all the time, like, when is a knife gonna get the upgrade? This knife sucks. Why you keep it? I'm like, okay,
What?
so you understand that the knife sucks, but don't complain that it sucks because you're not supposed to use the knife.
Oh man, he's gonna be so happy when he plays this.
There's a reason why the game gives you 30 rounds of
knife.
sniper ammo. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Wait
Something ain't right.
By the way, because he got rid of the sniper, he fucking has the hotkey for the knife in his inventory, and it just annoys me. It's
Yeah.
like either it's supposed to be there, Mark. It's such a useful gun, even in close range.
It's not that hard to use either, so I don't know. It's basically just like a pistol that fires slower, so it's like the same as the Magnum actually. It's just a Magnum, but with a scope.
It's quite literally like the Magnum with a scope, just it's not as accurate.
Yeah.
If you're not like aiming.
God, it's so funny. So hilarious. Yeah, so he keeps using, and then like, oh, and not even that, right? So he likes to use the knife for
Right.
like everything. And then like the second he sees like animals, he uses the shotgun on the animals. Every single time he sees them, like the pigs and the rams, he uses the shotgun on them.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. He actually does that. So not only does he refuse to use the shotgun against like normal mobs in the first few parts, but when he sees animals, he uses the shotgun on them. So he's spending his shotgun ammo on things that don't fight. Well, they do fight back, but they don't do any damage, pretty much. So it's like, are you all right? Do you not believe me right now? Do you think I'm joking? Are you pulling it up right now?
No, I was pulling up something else.
Okay, I was about to say, you were just like, no, I just can't believe this. I have to pull it up.
Honestly, though, I can't, especially after watching his Paper Please Let's Plays, where he's so oblivious to everything.
Like the most obvious thing.
It's great because he's like,
yeah, it's just freaking warning received was not gender invalid. It's like, what? You don't know that. You don't know that.
And he's like, approve it. And it's like, you
and like,
didn't even read the name. He's like, no.
The one time when he questioned the dude about whether or not he was a girl, he's like, "Are you female?" He's like, "It says what it says on the passport." He's like, "That sounds good to me." He lets him through, and it's like entry received invalid gender. He's like, "What? You don't know that?"
Oh man, I love when he stamped the deny thing, and he's like, oh, I already know what's wrong with you. Just get out of here. And it's like, no, Mark. Like 2 parts ago, you had to start doing the whole reason thing when you do that. You have to ask the question so you can deny him for a reason.
Hey, it's okay if you ignore an integral part of the game, like an integral mechanic of the entire
feature of the game.
Yeah, an entire feature. Just ignore it, dude. Who cares, man? Hey,
get out of here.
You don't want to use you don't want to use a sniper? Then don't complain that the game is hard. All of a sudden, if you get rid of a really strong gun, then you're like, "Ooh, why is this enemy so strong?"
You deny this guy from another country from coming into yours. You don't give him a reason.
If the guy looks like a guy, then he's not a girl. That's
get out of here. Get out.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Just leave.
And like the side quest for the Illuminati guys.
Oh my god!
You gotta let this guy. You gotta let Dimitri through, and then like he immediately rejects Dimitri like right after that, and he's like, "Wait, no."
No. My favorite thing is whenever Mark is just into his microphone, he's like, "Oh no!"
I love Lixian's editing whenever he messes up because it zooms in, goes black and white, it goes. Like the giant like bass boom sound effect plays whenever he stamps like reject.
I can't wait for him to start doing the Forest again. Those are still some of my favorite videos that he has right now. It's his Forest series. Because he's like so just like, it's like he's somehow smart and dumb.
I think he's just fully dumb, dude. It's like he does some things normally. It's not smart, it's just normal. And then
he has to rebuild a bridge like 8 times because
it overshadows his
pushed off.
Oh crap, I forgot about that he had to rebuild that bridge like 10 times.
And then the fucking elevator system, which made no sense, had to be remade.
What did they even want the elevator thing for? Oh, it was because they couldn't get a cart across the bridge.
They could have made a door.
Oh right. It was something like it was something like they couldn't get like a cart across the bridge, and they also wanted the enemies from the other side of the river not to come over. So they're like, instead of building a door or a gate, how about we build a drawbridge?
Right, and then they do it, and it gets like 2 of their carts
and it doesn't work at all.
It's like when they threw that fucking like the just cart full of logs down into the giant hole, and they're like, "Oh, we can get it back." With
let's get it back. Jump right in after. Oh my god, I'm dead. It's like they expected something different to happen where they fell it's like literally a giant hole. It's like 100 feet down. Like I
wonder if this game has fall damage.
It's like a 15-floor story fall.
It's down. Like a fucking 20, like not even 20 stories, like fucking like 40-story, like maybe even more. I can't even really tell. It's
it makes me laugh even more when I remember that I saw a clip of Markiplier talking about like another Let's Player be like stupid in video games. It's like, oh, this guy has like no object permanence. It's like it literally he sees one thing and like it just vanishes from his mind the next.
And it just reminds me of the fucking
no
TikTok.
logic.
It reminds me of the TikTok audio that people use where it's like, poor Michael, there's nothing going on inside that head of yours, is there? And then it's always like a picture of a person just being like, it's just always like so dumb looking. Just
somebody
like,
is like
so
naively happy.
Yeah, and it's like Mark at any point in time. Just, oh, poor Mark, there's just nothing going on in that head of yours.
So good, dude. So good.
Denied.
I love the snap cut from that clip.
Yeah.
That clip of being like, oh, this guy like it makes anything he does makes no sense, and then like snap cuts to Mark being like, I'm gonna sell the sniper rifle.
Say like, I'm gonna sell the sniper rifle.
All right, hear me out. It's gonna be a crazy move, right? But I just don't like sniper rifles. Like he doesn't even use it, so I don't know why he says he doesn't like it before he even uses it.
When he tried to like outsmart the AI of the game by going a different direction.
Outsmarting
like, oh yeah, it was my favorite thing. He's like, okay, so the game expects me to go this way.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. I'm gonna go off this way.
He's like, but I see clearly there's a tunnel over here. And the game sees that I see that. So clearly,
what the fuck
the
is he
tunnel
talking
over
about?
here is set up, and I should go through the direct path.
Like, clearly, this tunnel right here is the back way into the main part.
I'm like, is it?
Okay, well,
is there a
if you logically think about game design, why would they have a back way into the main part of the game?
Why would they create an entire section of a game just for you to skip it?
What dots did you connect to come to the conclusion that to get to where you need to go, the path that branches off was the way behind where you need to go?
Listen, Mark,
it makes no sense.
This isn't Halo 5 where you could literally just skip the entire game by running right through it.
He's been to side areas. He's been to side areas to collect treasures.
Again,
already.
Mark, you have played Resident Evil 7. You know
already he's been there.
Work.
But apparently this particular side path is not one that goes into treasure. It's one that branches to the backside of the main path.
Poor Markiplier. There's just nothing going on in that head of yours.
Poor Mark. I like we're just roasting him this entire. But no, truth be told, I love Markiplier. All right, it's great.
Oh, he's great.
So funny, dude. I've been watching him for a really long time, actually. Watching when I was a kid, since I was an itty bitty kid.
That was a little bit.
Anyway, though, that being said, let's get a little dangerous, huh?
Yeah, here I got something that can get us that can set the tone, so it can be a little dangerous if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. Now listen. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you kids are up to, but I do know one thing: laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just a promise of violence that's enacted, and police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? You want to make some bacon?
Have you heard that the CW was gonna remake continue the Powerpuff Girls?
Oh, JD, I'm so glad you brought this up because I've become so knowledgeable about this in the past 2 days and not even directly trying to find any of this out. It's just info that came to me through just random posts.
It just came to me. All right, so that's good that you know a lot about it because I only know the...
So dumb.
I only know the surface level. So let me explain to you what I know real quick before we deep dive into it. Number one.
Vsauce James here.
First, I know that the Powerpuff Girls that they were trying to do is going to be live action.
Live action.
They're
adults.
Next, their script was leaked online. And generally when a script is leaked or anything is leaked regarding a movie or upcoming thing like that,
like a big project,
you should ignore it. They should ignore it because then there's always an argument like, oh, this is fake, it's been photoshopped, and the second they take it down, it makes it official. And you know that once it gets posted, it's never getting deleted off the internet.
And here's why everyone didn't believe that the actual script for The Rise of Skywalker was leaked, because everyone was like, no way Palpatine just comes back like it's nothing. No way they're just like ignore all this stuff.
And they didn't take it down, right? They didn't take it down.
Yeah, they didn't take it down. They didn't touch it or anything.
There you go. See,
and everyone was like,
off guard.
no way this is real. But then it all turned out to be real because it's horrible.
Right, so
bad.
The script was leaked. It was bad. The script was bad. And not only that, it was DMCA takedown, so it was confirmed real.
Just Markiplier.
They confirmed
like
it was real. Dude, this streamer just make any logical sense. We're gonna take down this script and reveal that it's actually the real thing.
What is this script? You have been denied.
Remember some lines from that script. Something about sex, social media posts, at being really cringy. You could take it from here because that's all I know about the CW Powerpuff Girls. What do you what do you want to? Whew, let's get it.
I don't know if it picks up the clap, but it's
does
quite
not
a clap.
It's completely silent.
It's quite a clap.
Maybe you should talk while you're clapping. That'll probably bring
You want me to talk while I'm clapping?
Yeah, it just cuts it off entirely. Just continue.
Yeah, so it was going to be live action. It was going to be the adult versions of the Powerpuff Girls where they become so just jaded by life. Great concept. Never heard of that one before. Jupiter's Legacy, The Boys. Literally any modern superhero show right now.
Rise of Skywalker.
Like
Last Jedi.
Oh man,
Luke Skywalker, Last Jedi.
I was about to say. Oh man, I love Luke Skywalker who turned his back on reality because, you know.
I love jaded Luke Skywalker.
Kylo Ren had a bad dream. His father's a mass murderer, but Kylo Ren had a bad dream, man.
Dude, did you see that dream? It's bad.
People are still like saying shit like, oh man, this movie's gonna become a cult classic, and like you give it a couple years, it's gonna have the same treatment that the prequels did. It's like, no.
Never.
It's bad. Let it be bad. Don't try to like justify it because you like Rey. It's fine to like Rey. I liked Rey in the first movie.
You can like whatever you like, even if it's wrong.
You know, I liked Rey in the first movie. In the other movies, they took her character in a weird direction. Like
having bad taste is not uncommon.
And you know, I'm so glad that they took Finn and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna be a Jedi." He's like, "What? Really?" And they're like,
"Nah,
nerd." No.
You thought?
Oh, you thought you were gonna be important? Well, guess what? My name's Ryan Johnson. I'm gonna write you out entirely. You are nobody.
You are nobody. It's like what was it? It's like the director. It's like Kathleen Kennedy went up to Finn and she was like, "You're gonna be a Jedi," and he's like, "Oh, that shit, bussin'," and she's like, "What'd you just say to me? Get out of my office."
That's exactly what it was like. It was like J.J. Abrams and Jason Boyega, the actor who played Finn. They walked in Kathleen Kennedy's office, and J.J. Abrams was like, "Hey Kathleen, I've got an idea. Why don't we make Jason Boyega here? I mean John Boyega. I've been calling him Jason. John Boyega. You're Jason Bourne. John Boyega here. Why don't we make his character a Jedi in the next couple movies?" And Kathleen Kennedy's like, I love it. I love it. It's
That's
great.
Your Kathleen Kennedy impression.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good.
I've never heard her voice, but I'm sure it's something like
Me neither.
And John Boyega and his British accent was like, "Oh, that shit bussin', mate. That shit bussin'.
That shit bussin'.
Mate.
Mate, that shit bussin'."
Kathleen Kennedy's like,
the fuck you just say in front of me?
What did you just say to me?
What you just say?
I said that she was bussin', mate. And she's like, your fucking career, you're doing Pacific Rim 2.
You're done.
And that's the last movie you'll ever do. And it was. And other than the 2 Star Wars sequels, it was.
Narrator kicks in.
Oh wait, no, he did Detroit. But I don't think a lot of people saw Detroit.
The fuck?
So I don't think it counts. It's a movie about
John Boyega.
John Boyega plays
John Boyega starring John Boyega.
We've gone so far off fucking course here. Hold on, let's return to Powerpuff Girls CW. One of the producers said, you know, when we were looking at it, we realized this thing isn't very good.
We realized that the viewer audience for
We realized this shit
Powerpuff Girls
bussin'.
probably does. That's the official statement. Like, we realized this shit was not bussin'. They if I ever hear one of the Powerpuff Girls say bussin', probably
No, it's like
crack up, dude.
it's like
so funny.
oh man, they're so mad at Professor Utonium, I think his fucking name is, because he made them, and it's like he didn't mean to.
He didn't make them. He made them.
He did. Not make, made.
Not make, made.
Made.
What the fuck?
But he didn't intend to make them. He just wanted to make daughters, because I'm guessing the guy's like abstinent or something.
Yeah, he's probably just like, man, I really want a family. Let's make me a family.
He's probably infertile. We can't find a good love life.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, I really wish I had kids. I'm a scientist. I'm gonna make some fucking kids with.
It's just like someone busts through his doors like, hey, have you ever heard of adopting? You don't have to make kids from sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Everything nice and chemical X.
And chemical X.
Dun dun dun.
Dun,
But
dun, dun.
yeah, they're like all pissed off at him for making them and everything. They're like, oh, we're so jaded because as kids we were superheroes, but now
God,
we're
how could you do this?
superstars.
How could you
But also-
grant the hell that is life upon me?
I killed Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo is dead, and I killed him.
I broke that monkey's fucking neck.
You could say I styled on him. That shit
You know-
was busting.
That's Buttercup, by the way. That's just
Buttercup's.
Buttercup
Oh, I forgot that Buttercup was like fucking. Jeez, they're all
I'm
jaded.
gonna be honest. I know the show is called Powerpuff Girls, but every time I watched it as a kid, I'm like, man, Buttercup's such a cool guy.
The funny thing is, I
always
don't
thought it was
think
a guy.
Really?
I never knew it was a girl, and I was like, oh, that's why the show is called Powerpuff.
You're like Patrick. Just said he's a girl.
That's what it was. Oh, it's like they gave it the most like raspy 80-year-old voice.
I don't remember.
Guys,
I wasn't an avid Powerpuff Girl watcher.
It's literally when I was a kid, it was like I had for some reason I had the DVD for the movie, and I like always watched it. Apparently, the people who like worked on it also helped, like, were good friends of the fucking Gorillaz band.
Gorillas.
Yeah, the Gorillaz band, and to the point that you know the Gangrene Gang.
No.
Oh,
Are they
in the show,
bussin'?
no, they're a gang of kids that have gangrene. So
Oh,
their
that's
skin's green.
bad. Isn't gangrene bad? Isn't it like a?
Horrible.
Isn't it like
It's
rotting
what-
flesh?
Yeah,
or
that's what
something?
happens when like
Oh, that's
it
bad.
usually is a side effect sometimes of like when you like accidentally cut off a finger and it's reattached.
Yeah.
It can form gangrene if not like cleaned properly. So
Yeah,
then
like
it doesn't
a dead
properly
tissue.
reattach and it just falls right off.
It's like your tissue is dying. So
Yeah.
And it is bad. It's like a bad infection. It leads to a bad.
So
infection,
yeah,
so
they all have gangrene, so their skin is
Oh.
entirely green.
That's-
And one of them shows up.
I don't know if your skin turns green when you have gangrene.
No.
I don't know if that's how that works.
In a kid's show, it does.
Okay.
But this was filmed during quarantine and everything, and they've so far filmed a pilot, I believe, only.
Yeah.
And because of like the script leak, they're kind of like slowing down. They're like, maybe we shouldn't do this after all,
Maybe
and
this
it
was
might
a
be
bad idea.
canceled. You know, I thought it was a bad idea when I heard the words "jaded superheroes," and I'm like, oh god damn it.
I thought it was a bad. I thought it was a bad idea when I heard CW.
You know, I wasn't aware of that until later on. And I was like,
You didn't know that CW was the one that was gonna do the Powerpuff thing?
no, I didn't know about that right away. I was like, oh, I wonder what network's gonna do. Oh, CW. Yeah, I watched the newest episode of Flash. It's not good. I gotta talk about that, by the way.
Well, maybe you can. Is that all you want to talk about Powerpuff Girls, or?
It's just that it's not doing anything new. It's not got good writing because it's CW.
Oh, it's terrible
I mean,
writing.
that's not
Terrible writing.
entirely true because Superman and Lois does have some good writing every now and then. And the like first episode was great, and it's like this is what CW can do. Why isn't this the norm? Why is it all like what it is now instead of what this is?
It's because
clearly
people who watch CW don't expect good writing. So there you go.
It's as if they said, what if we hired a new crew of writers
And they were bussin'.
on your resume? You have to have the quality and skill of bussin'. If not, your ass is never working in Hollywood.
The only
and I will ban you
qualification
from Toronto.
is that you gotta be bussin'.
Bussin'.
You know where I heard that
Bussin'.
term from?
Where?
I first heard that term from Cold Ones. That's the only time I've heard that term. That phrase uttered.
It's like it and sheesh. What the fuck even do they mean? What's the definition?
It's like that. It's like the what was it, Incredibles meme of the dad just like pointing at the table like
there's math.
Sheesh means sheesh.
No, but that's what people are like. They're like, I asked the definition, like, what does bussin' mean? Like, you know, bussin' means it's bussin'. I'm like, what?
You fucker, have you never taken English class? You might. All right.
Listen. Don't make me.
I just have to talk about this real quick though, but
me.
I love their new video, Cold Ones. They're testing. I know, but they're testing like these these infomercial kitchen like products, and like there's this one bit that that one of them does that I find super hilarious. It's when they crack open like this egg product where you just you put a raw egg in there, you microwave it, and it should cook the egg, right? It's just a product for that, and then like he opens up
like a boiled egg.
Yeah, like you know, no.
Or do you
Yeah.
Oh, you crack the egg. Okay.
Yeah, you crack the egg, put it in there, and then it'll cook it or whatever.
You don't like put a little Pam on there and make sure it doesn't get stuck or anything.
It's just
straight up non-stick.
It's a bad product, but that's not the point. The point is that he opens up the pamphlet, like the manual for the thing, and like there's this little like egg mascot character with like sunglasses. It looks like Humpty Dumpty, but he's wearing sunglasses. And like the bit is that he keeps bringing up the little mascot thing to the other guy. The other guy gets like pissed off that he keeps doing it. So and they have like these B-roll shots of like I think they shot this like after they did the whole thing. But it's like this perfect shot of like him holding the he's like holding a pamphlet to the other guy, and then the other guy's like head is in frame looking at the pamphlet, and it's a shot of him looking and then like ripping the pamphlet out of his hand. And then like the editor every time he brings up like the little egg dude, he's like, oh, take a look at this guy, he's cool, he got sunglasses, and he's like, shut up. So he like it cuts to that little B-roll shot of him ripping the pamphlet out of his hands. Is the exact same shot every single time, and it's hilarious.
It's one of my favorite things is when somebody like reuses a shot like that perfectly.
It's so good. I don't know how the framing of that shot is so good, because it catches like the back of the other guy's head. He's like looking, and like his head ducks out of frame as he rips out the pamphlet. It's so funny, dude.
Djibouti show, a YouTube channel that does like video games and dubs and stuff and just commentaries.
Yeah,
really funny.
Does he do that too?
They had a channel trailer because their other channel had gotten deleted and everything off YouTube. So they had to re-upload all their like stuff. They had lost a ton of their original content and everything. Like, don't worry, community, we're here. But they made a Space Jam type of like parody.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at the beginning of Space Jam when Michael B. Jordan's like shooting baskets in his like backyard, and his dad's like, "What are you doing, Michael? Why are you out here?" And he's
Michael.
like, and little baby Michael Jordan's like, "I just want to be like you, Dad. I want to play baseball, but I also love basketball."
Is that Donald Duck? I want to be like you. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, you know, they were doing a parody of that where like the tallest one of them, Damon, he was like, "What are you doing, Justin?" And they're like in a public basketball court, and he's like, "I don't know, man. I just, you know, with the channel being deleted, I want to do so much stuff." And then he shoots the basket, he shoots the ball, goes, it cuts to a shot of the basket, it just bounces off.
Yeah.
And you can already tell where this is going. Like Damon, not even being where the ball went, he catches the ball and throws it back to him.
Bounces off the rim.
No, yeah, every time it bounces to the right, and Damon is standing on the left side of the rim. He catches it, and he's like, "Try again, son," and he like throws it, and then it cuts to a
like
wide
the exact
shot.
same shot.
Then it cuts to a wide shot of them where Justin shoots it. It shows the same up close shot of it just bouncing off to the right, and then it cuts to Damon again in the wide shot, catching it on the left and throwing it back. He's like,
Try again.
Try again.
Try again.
And then they're like walking off, and it's like the whole like slow motion thing where it's like that one last shot, and then he jumps up to slam dunk it, and fucking Damon just comes out of nowhere, just fucking punches it out of his hand.
What the?
It's a really good child trailer. I'm gonna be honest. It's really funny.
Cool. That reminds me of like that one clip of NBA 2K21 where someone like made like a monster character where he had like a really like fucking stretched out arms, like his arms were the length of his torso, and then like it's just at first it's just a normal shot of like a normal dude dribbling the ball, and he's about to take the shot, and then like out of frame comes flying in this monster with like really long arms, and he blocks the ball, and he's like, ugh. God, it's so funny.
Oh man,
that cracked me up. That was good. That shit you could say was bussin'. You alright, James?
Yeah.
Stick with me here now.
Hang in there, Red 4.
Hang in there. All right.
Porkins, they're on you. I can't shake them.
I can't shake them. They're on me.
Can I do a real quick rant about Flash?
No, we could do the entire rant. Just do the entire rant.
Okay, it's shit.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's just bad.
It's like as on the nose can be.
It's
by
so
hitting you
on
in
the nose
face with a fucking metal baseball bat as you're not looking.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, hey pal, and like you looking, just fucking like on your ass. I swear to God, I got hit like a fucking train today. Because I was just walking by as my dad's watching,
It was
and I
a
like
train
look over,
wreck, and it ran right into me.
and the Speed Force has personified itself as Barry's mom for some reason, and it's
just like in the comics.
It's in the real world,
just like in the comics.
No.
No.
That has never happened. It's only the show because they're like, well, Barry can commune with Speed Force. It's like, no, he can't. That's how it works.
What the fuck?
The
Speed Force Speed Force ain't a man.
The Speed Force ain't a person. It's just literally a force.
Not sentient.
It's its own dimension, and it's a force. That's all it is.
If you could communicate to it, it would be called the Speed Man, not the Speed Force. The
Speed people.
Speed person.
Fucking Wade Wilson just... And that's being inclusive.
That's inclusivity.
You're not X-Men. You're X-people. Deadpool 2 is good. I can't wait to watch Marvel ruin it.
Sorry?
Deadpool 3.
Oh, is Marvel making Deadpool 3?
Yeah, MCU and everything.
God,
and
can't wait for the Marvel humor in Deadpool 3.
Oh man, I can't wait to blow my brains out.
Can't wait for Disney to hop in and be like, yo,
can't wait for Disney.
What if we made like, Deadpool PG-13?
What if we put Spider-Man in it?
Did you know that actually Venom was first attached to Deadpool? And so you know.
But yeah, it's his mom is the Speed Force for some reason, and the Flash has kids, which are just other people who have received different versions of the Speed Force, such as the Strength Force.
Strength
just makes
Force.
You become a CGI character who's big and buff.
It's like the X Force, but strength.
No.
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 And then there's Sage Force, which you get orange, purple tentacles, fucking smoke things that come out of you, and you're like, I can use these to hit people. Bah, bah, bah. And it's like, okay, cool. And then you got the fucking whatever the green one is, where it's
and then
like,
you get the Thunder
its powers
Force.
Are not the.
And it's Melissa McCarthy personified as Thunder Force.
Tavia Spencer, why'd you do this movie? You're an Oscar-winning actress.
And it's an Oscar-winning movie. I don't know about you, but that shit was bussin'.
No, but it's, and then there's like a third force, and it's
Third force.
Its
What,
powers
like
are
power
so
3?
undefinable. No, I don't remember the name, but they don't exactly define what it can do. It's just he can teleport, he can stop time, he can create objects, he can shoot laser. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, hold up. Whoa.
How?
Wait a minute.
I mean, she just gets super strength. He gets purple tendril arm things.
It's purple
You
tendril
can fucking
arms.
do everything, and it's like, yeah, and my symbol, I wear it on my school jersey. Lasers, teleport. I'm flying a plane now. It's like, what? You look like Green Lantern. It's like, I know, right?
You look like Green Lantern. I am Green
I
Lantern.
am. Essentially, I am. And they're bringing in Impulse, who is Barry's grandson, but in the show, it's his son.
Makes sense to me, yeah. Sometimes you gotta make changes to make
And
to
the
make the
problem
adaptation
is,
right.
they already gave Impulse's storyline to his daughter, who is also not a character in the comics. It's a completely new character they made up for
We're
the show.
carving out our own path. We don't like to follow in the footsteps of already
In the
success.
comics, he has twins
People say not to fix
named
what's not
Dawn
broken.
and Dawn.
People say what not to fix what's not broken, but in our mind, everything is broken until
Here
we
at
touch it.
CW, everything's broken. And what we do is we take a hammer and we help you break it more.
Here at CW, we understand that everything is broken.
Do you
but
like
in our
Batwoman?
hands, we can make it better.
Did you like Batwoman? What if we didn't make it better?
Did you like Powerpuff Girls? What if we
They
made
just
them?
walk off screen.
What if we made them strong, independent broads? So good.
Bronze.
Strawberries.
What if they were jaded? Oh, where are you going? You've already heard this pitch?
Where are you going? Come back.
What do you mean the movie Logan did it better?
What's Logan?
What's It's like, what's smash cut to them finishing Logan, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
What have I done?
Jesus Christ, no.
What have I brought onto this world?
Maybe
It's
the
just-
world is better off dead.
Oh, and JD, the picture they used to advertise that Impulse is coming to the TV show, they recreated a comic cover, which is iconic for the character. And I'm gonna try and get it to show you. You know, you both of them side by side, because they're just so iconic, man. Like, I'm telling you, iconic.
I'm telling you, they're busting.
It really, it
Really?
is a pretty.
Honestly?
It is a pretty. It's pretty busted.
Kind of busting. All right,
It's
cool.
like, you know, it's just such an iconic. All right, cool. It's a really iconic picture, and they're like, okay, what if we fucked it up? What if we just took it, but not good?
What if we made it, but like worse? You think they'll like that?
That's genuinely, not joking, that's genuinely, I'm pretty sure the thought. Oh man, I'm seeing it again for like the first time after a while.
Doesn't make it any
And-
better.
Hey JD, to do
Yeah.
6 degrees of connecting it all together, remember when I was telling you about the Among Us freak out between the actor and Ninja?
Yeah.
Where Ninja's like, you know, actor, your name, me and you, we're really good friends because I talk to you off camera. And I get what it's like to be like, oh, because you're so famous, you're so good at doing this thing. Don't compare me to that. Like, when that guy, that actor,
Yeah.
he plays Impulse. That actor is like literally only 4 years younger than the guy who plays
So
Flash.
good.
Why can't they cast proper ages?
So good. Strawberries.
I was about to say Harry Osborn just so good.
I don't
Okay,
think he
so
ever
JD.
says that. Oh no, he does say that when he's eating the pie, but there's a different part where he says strawberries. It's later in the movie.
Strawberries. Yeah, that's what I think he's talking to. Fucking,
Strawberries.
Talking to Peter in the apartment. Just strawberries.
How do you like the
Gets his
pie?
ass kicked.
How do you like the pie? So good.
So good. You gotta get. He says so like his
so
muffled.
good.
So good.
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna get that little clip and use it every time we talk
Please
about
make-
stuff that sucks.
Please also make that like your new sound effect on fucking Twitch.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Whenever somebody follows, just So good.
I think the follow is perfect for my theme.
Okay.
Of being
So
Jack, but I'll change it to like I don't know, something else that goes
so
on.
good.
So good. When I get when I get into the affiliate program, if I get into it, then I'll make the bit donation like so good. How do you like that? I'll edit the sound clip so it'll be like, instead of saying how do you like that pie, how do you like those bits?
How do you like
so
those
good
bits?
How do you like those bits?
How do you like those bits?
It's like the have you seen? It's like that TikTok.
How do you like those bits?
It's like that TikTok that was like it was the girl that was like wow, you're so cute. Can I step? Or no, you're so cute. And then the guy's like, he's super close to his microphone. He's like, yeah. And then she's like,
oh my god.
And she's like, can I step on your balls? And he's like, yeah. Oh no, he's like, thanks. That's his first thing. Wow, you're so cool. Thanks. Can I step on your balls? Yeah.
Okay, so I sent you the picture of the comic art that they're recreating for the poster.
So good.
It's a really iconic.
Is that
picture.
Invincible? Mark Racing.
Was that the bite of 87?
Was that the bite of 87? Okay, so these things are never usually too hard on the first night.
Okay.
Have you seen that meme?
Yes, I. He loses.
No, it was the one where it's the one where he's play. I think it's Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where he's like, okay, so these games are usually never too hard on the first night, and then like he immediately like dies, gets jump scared, but like it freeze frames, and like the State Farm jingo starts playing. That's so funny.
Okay, so there's the original picture and everything. You know, it's iconic. It's got that pose.
Yeah,
like
looks
really
good.
comic-y, unable to recreate realistically.
Did he just say wahoo?
Wahoo.
Is that Mario?
Guess what Jordan Fisher said?
Oh my god. So good.
just you know, for the thumbnail of this video, just throw his face up there, dude.
I will use this picture in the thumbnail. Yeah, that's good.
I'm pretty sure
that's good stuff.
I'm pretty sure they haven't learned their lesson with making masks in the CW
who
yet.
Looked at that and said that was good.
The entire team at CW.
Somebody looked at that picture and they were like, so good.
This is one of the shitty type of edits I'd make for my Instagram.
Yeah, it looks like a meme edit. It looks like someone was like, yo, what if we made like what was his name? Like whatever that guy's name
is. Face doesn't look real. But just
the whole body. It looks like his head is so much bigger than his body. Why? It's
my favorite
unproportioned
thing.
Too. It's disproportionate.
His body looks so weird too, and it's like I know he doesn't have a weird body, but
he's got like the most dad bod going on like ever.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. He's got like a dad bod.
Isn't he supposed to be a superhero, man? Like, come on.
Like literally look at the picture for it. It's like, okay, they properly get it. He has to be at an angle and everything, showing off his self, and it's like a lens that's kind of like zoomed out because he's running.
Like, because that first picture you showed me, the one with the comic book one, that dude is like shredded. You can see like his quadricep
also
muscles.
Only 12 years old.
Yeah, he's shredded as being 12.
He's a My Hero Academia character.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's my favorite thing is when people are like, I can't wait for a live action when they properly cast the age of kids. And it's like, they can't though. Kids don't have that type of muscle structure. You can't cast Momo Yazuru.
Wait a minute.
You can't cast that as a 15-year-old. You know what you gotta do? Age him up.
I can't wait until they cast an 8-year-old that's jacked 300 pounds, pure muscle.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. Is like whenever I make my edits, people are like, "Oh, they're kind of old." It's like, well, what do you expect?
That seems kind of old.
12-year-old Jack Dylan Grazer, fresh
it's like
off
someone's
of
just ragging on you, like, boomer. You're a boomer, James.
That's basically what it is.
Boomer, James.
No, but yeah, look at that. You know, and on set, the pictures they have of him, it confirms my suspicion, is that they didn't learn their lesson with their first couple of seasons when they made his mask one solid piece, so he has to turn his whole body whenever doing anything.
Oh,
And in the
yeah,
set
I
photos,
forgot about that.
that's exactly what you see Jordan Fisher doing as he's like kneeling on the ground. He's like having to do this with his whole body, just he's like falling down, just like it's like every time he's talking, just like, hello,
Yep.
Flash, it's me, Impulse.
Dude, Jordan
Oh,
Fisher, you're super cool. Thanks.
Hold on, I'll do Jordan Fisher.
Jordan, I really like you in that promo image.
Thanks.
Can I step on your balls?
Yeah.
God damn it, it's so
I think
good.
you could hear the noise of my microphone just squeak.
Yeah, I
as
can hear the
did that.
squeak of your pop filter. It's really annoying. Stop that. Right now. Stop it. Stop it. Right now.
No.
Stop that right now.
No. Hey, James, I really like that microphone you got. Thanks. Can you stop doing that? No.
No.
Wow, James, that's a really good sounding microphone you got. Thanks. You think you can stop doing that thing where you just get up close to the mic because you think it sounds funny? No.
I like how Discord kind of like it like tries to auto mute, auto silence it.
It's like, shut the fuck up, shut up, shut it up.
It works so
Shut
well
it down,
that
Otto.
it works so well that they just completely cut you off. So good.
That's great.
When are you streaming again, though, huh?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
James, I really want to pop into your stream, all right? So do me a favor and just do it.
Just start the fucking stream.
All you have to do, pull up your linear entertainment Halo, and play
I was gonna say
goddamn
I'm probably
game.
gonna stream Halo. I was gonna
of
say
course.
I'll probably stream Halo.
I honestly, I think the best way to get people to both discover you and find discover you and keep them coming back is to play one game more often than the others, because then that's what you bond over. And then once you get a nice little, once you get those first like few people that are like yeah, I'll pretty much watch anything you play, then you can start playing some other stuff.
Hey James, I really like your content. I really like it when you play the Halo games. Thanks.
Can you say bussing for me?
No.
Well,
where's your donation? Please, no.
I want to donate to you, but I can't donate to you.
No. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a link to your stream, and what they'll do is they'll go donate to you.
You want me to make you a friggin' business PayPal? I could probably do it, but I don't know if you trust me enough for that.
That's what I was gonna say is like I'll have it just go to you, and then whenever we meet up to do the
I'll just
fucking
Venmo
power-
you the fucking donation. Just like, you fucker.
We meet up to do the power hour. The first thing is just you pay me live on camera, and then we just start like
I
cold
pull out like a
open.
wad of cash. Like, here's your donations that you got.
Yeah, we have like a fucking.
But you're gonna link it to my PayPal. You fucker. You would use
That'd be
my
so much
shit to
funnier.
do that.
That'd be so much funnier if it was linked to your PayPal.
Yeah, they probably. But won't it not show up on your screen though? Because it'll be on my account. Son of a
Then
bitch.
it will be like, make sure you know who this is for.
Oh yeah. It'll be fine when we do like collabs, because then it'll pop up on my screen and I'll be like, thanks for donating this amount to James. I'll PayPal him after. Venmo him this shit after.
Thanks.
Is that gonna be your? You should record yourself. You should record yourself saying that, like doing an audio bit, and have that be your donation sound.
Yeah.
Ding. Thanks.
I want to find out how people do the custom amount donations.
I think it's just an option on Streamlabs. You don't use Streamlabs though, do you?
Yeah, I think I do actually.
Do you? Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't use OBS though, which is a...
Streamlabs OBS. That's what it's the full
No,
name.
I know. I mean, like, I don't use normal OBS.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know people go through that sometimes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand it all because I'm a boomer. That's just me being
That shit will fly
genuine.
right over my head.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit kind of fucking confusing.
I thought you were about to say bussin'.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit ain't buzzing for me. My brain ain't...
I ain't bussin' enough.
Not gonna lie, kids.
We're whippersnappers.
Hello, Coomer.
Hello, Zoomers. My name is James, and I'm here to bus. But yeah, that's
Watch
good.
up, Zoomers. I'm feeling
You
pretty
download
buzzing.
Phantasy Star Online too yet?
You know, there are more finer things in life, like the fact that we've reached the end of the podcast, folks. I'm just gonna outro.
Thank you for joining us for this bussin' podcast.
I mean, sheesh. I even did the arm thing, though you can't even see it on camera. I literally did it. Like I was like, shit. Oh no.
Oh no.
What have I become?
We do this every Sunday.
For some reason.
If you like being a Zoomer and hating on boomers, sheesh.
If you want a Zoomer and a Boomer to be the host of your favorite podcast,
If you want to shit, bruh, then you should watch us every Sunday. We'll be back next time. You want to say? You want to take us out, James? Bring us home.
that's like the fucking Noel Miller and Cody Cove clip. They're
Use
just
our
doing
promo
this
code, bruh. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Use our promo code, bruh. Thanks. At sheesh.com.
You know, JD, we are fighting the stereotype of what podcasts are.
No, we're not.
Two straight white guys, but in reality, it's one straight Asian guy and an asexual white guy. So we are the stereotype. We are
Asexual white guy. There you go.
You have the shirt.
If you're more
The
interested,
flag.
if you're more interested in that, every Sunday. Goodbye.
Hi.
No,
Welcome
not
to the
hi.
podcast.
Goodbye.